Well, today we're trying to prep for Spark Show. I changed out the steering box the other day. Forgot to record anything about that. That was probably going to be kind of boring anyways. This is not exactly interesting. I'm changing out the front tires, but there's a reason behind this and my excessive hubcap remover here. So for those of y'all that know, or those that don't know, the truck lays door, 5 inches of body drop. That's not low enough. I keep getting beat in the limbo. So, figured out, I'm dragging the back of the door, but there's still some rocker panel at the front, about a ½ inch worth. So, I bought new tires that are an inch shorter than these. That will drop the frame a total of a ½ inch. And should get me on the doors after a little more drag. So that's what's up with the changing out of the tires. Now, I just bought some new sockets. These are kind of cool. They're double-ended, and they're specifically for lug nuts. Now, typically I use a 13/16, but they've also got a 21, so I'm going to see which one fits the best. There's the 13/16, that's nice and snug. There's the 21. That's actually a little loose. You'd think, being a Nissan Japanese vehicle, that, okay, now that one, the 13/16 does not fit on. That is a standard 620 load. But these Acorn ones, the 13/16 seems to fit better. Huh, interesting. Alright, so we're just going to use both of them. And yeah, my lug nuts are oddball because, well, nobody sees them because they're under the hubcaps. Oh, I should probably jack the truck up first, right? I have the jack under there. Let's give her a little raise here. Now typically on my other truck, my 720, I can throw a 6x6 under the frame, let the back end down, the front end comes up automatically. Tried that with this one and it did not work. It just kind of seesawed and it did not work. So we're doing it with a regular old jack. Okay, that's maybe too snug. Okay, now, the question is, will it come out of there? Oh yeah, just barely. So these are 195, 75, 14 on a stock early rim, which is very narrow. I forget, they're like a 4.5. The later ones were 6. I don't know. Anyway, I have the same exact wheel. Here with a 185 65. So if we compare these, wow, that's more than an inch difference. So according to my tire calculator, this tire is supposed to be exactly 1 inch difference. So just for comparison's sake and for the whole point of doing this, we're going to go grab me a tape measure and we're going to check out the actual difference of these two tires. Okay, got my little handy dandy travel toolkit. Which has sockets and wrenches and screwdrivers and pliers and vice grips and even a hammer. Oh, didn't need that. I need, and a tape measure. Okay. So I guess, you know, I'm ready to build a shed on the side of the road if I need to, or something, I don't know. Anyway, so tire right here comes in at, we're going to call it 23 1/4. Okay. Get this one in the same spot. This tire is 25. Wow. So almost 2 inches. 1 3/4 inches. And I was only expecting 1 inch. Huh. Okay. Well, now let's check out one other thing. This one is, tread surface is 5 1/2. This is something I'm a little concerned about because these were tall and skinny, and these are 6 inches in the tread surface, so they're 1/2 inch wider. I hope that doesn't cause me any problems. But as you can see, there's nothing wrong with these tires. They're like brand new, and I'm going to throw one of them on there for a spare for traveling. Throw that face down, because my current spare is an original 1978 Bi-Sply that keeps going flat. So yeah, thought we might upgrade that a little bit. Alright. I always like to start my lug nuts by hand. Especially when you got a steel wheel like this and it's easy to do. Now on my wheels on my daily, they're kind of back in a hole and you got to use the socket. So set on number 1 torque setting. Alright, I'm going to go back and tighten those by hand. Just want to run them up for now. I'll have to find a, well, I got a 4-way in the truck, the other truck, so I'll go grab it here in a minute. That's got him on there, snug down. And still got to scrub the white wall on that one a little bit, but I have some white wall cleaner. And so now we're a healthy bit off the ground there. I should actually be able to untuck those a little easier. Maybe I can actually steer her without rubbing the fenders. Oh yeah. My jack is sort of broken. This was a free jack that came in the back of a car that I bought for parts, so I can't complain that it's a little messed up. Alright, so there's our new tire. And now with what was sitting level, front end's a little lopsided, but you know, that's to be expected, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to get my 4-way, tighten that down, put all the trim back on it, do the other side, then we'll see how she lays out. So technically, I guess, supposed to use a torque wrench, but I just always like to tighten them by hand, just to make sure, you know, I don't just trust Ooga Dooga. See, that one's not even tight. I'm trying to figure out which end fits the best though. trying to make them squeak. Of course, I will take a lug wrench with me and probably pop the caps off and recheck them when I get to Sevierville. That's got that one tightened down. Now we pop our cap back on. Now I do have one, the other cap does not match, unfortunately, but oh well. 14-inch trim rings ain't the easiest thing to find. I did have 4 matching ones, and one unfortunately came off, and I went down in the bushes down in the creek and retrieved it. And unfortunately it came off again and I didn't even know it. So I'm going to wash him here in a little while, because obviously it's been sitting around getting splattered on. And we can't forget our little custom Crazy Skull valve cap. Okay, so that side's done. Now to the other side, and then we'll see how it lays out. Okay, now to see if it actually tries to lay on the frame now, because last couple times, so when I went to Mini Trucking Nationals, I was actually having to tilt from side to side to get it to drag on the front, and it was just like it was wanting to drag the frame and not the body anymore. So hopefully that won't be an issue now. Check. So, but what I mean was, last time I had it laid out on good, nice flat pavement, it was actually, I could bounce the truck and wasn't sitting solid like that. It was sitting on the tires. The tires was holding it up off the ground. So right now, the frame's still off the ground, but the body is not. So that means we're going to be dragging rocker pretty hard on the front once more, which is exactly what I was after. So there's one part taken care of. A little body work here on the door. Keeps getting snagged and bent. See, steering box, tires changed out. Just put some Lucas in the engine. The oil pressure was low the other day. It was 2 quarts low on oil. Put a quart of Lucas, a quart of oil in it. That took care of that. I'll have a fan to install for my amp. It's a, well, here, let me show you. So I have Planet Audio. Oh, I might not be able to get to it. No, this side will still open for now. 3,000 watt amp, and well, it seems to have an issue with heating. So I have this old school computer fan. I had a little bitty one and put on there, and it really didn't do anything. So I want to hook up this old school computer fan to blow on the amp to help cool it. And a couple little, clean it, detail it, little knick-knack stuff. But other than that, I think I'm good to go. So, to all my mini truckers out there, we'll see you at the Spark Show. And to everybody else, later.